In today's video, we make our way from Georgia to Tennessee to Kentucky, and we find out some zones are just stupid. Let's go. So stick around. We'll get into that. We are in Cartersville, Georgia. Getting ready to leave. We're going to see if we can't do a DoorDash. We tried yesterday in Florida. We failed. We're packing the car. We're getting ready to leave. What time is it? 10:30 right now. I turned on DoorDash and we had this $18.25 per hour. I never seen it that high without a peak pay. Crazy, but smaller town maybe. I have no idea. And then I try to do it again, and it gives me this message: no longer available. Due earn by order. Never seen that either. Doesn't matter. We're gonna turn it on. We're gonna see what we get in beautiful Cartersville, Georgia. It's a beautiful day. The sun is bright. I'm going to once again bore my family to death as we try to hunt for one dash in Georgia. I've never done one in Georgia. Never. So let's see what we can get. And I know some of y'all are like, Pedro, what are you doing? You're on vacation. Why are you doing DoorDash? We're driving back. We had a good vacation. But I like to do different dashes in different states where I've never done one. I just like to do it. I like to give y'all, show y'all like what it looks like, the zone, stuff like that. It's, you know, it is what it is. Plus, I'm not out here doing a whole bunch of time. I'm trying to do one. I'm trying to catch one dash. Just one good one. Ruby, are you ready? She's not ready. All right, we got one. $7 for 3.7. I'm taking it. Don't care. Cracker Barrel. This ain't a great order, but this is going to be the one we're going to do in Georgia. Let's take the family with us and bore them. So the only issue we got here is Cracker Barrels are notorious. We were close to it. It's right off the highway for taking a long time. For what you guys told me, I picked up from Cracker Barrel once. We're gonna roll up on it now, but so hopefully it's not a long way. It is what it is. I wanted to knock one out. This is definitely the first one in Georgia we've ever done. Rolling up on a Cracker Barrel in Georgia, of all places. Very fitting. We're south. This is a southern style restaurant. Let's pick it up. Oh man, and it's Saturday. This could take forever. Hopefully it's not. Shout out to Cracker Barrel Old Country Store. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how long this takes. We're picking up for an errand. They don't have a whole lot, so shouldn't be too bad. Ooh, I think I have this one. Maybe Aaron K.
This is
Aaron K. Perfect. Order was ready, as y'all saw. We're 4 minutes away. Listen, the only thing that could have made this better is if it was paying more, but it was $7 for the amount of time, and we knocked out an order in Georgia. I'll take it. I like that we're doing a little country dashing, man. We're, you know, kind of a country-ish, country adjacent in Georgia, dropping this off. All right, easy drop off. There's the payout right there. Yeah. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever. Ruby says it too. So that's it, Georgia, easy. We did one dash, or one order, I guess you should say. And that's all I wanted to do. Let's go back home. Now, the cool thing is I traded just a little bit of time. I got $7, so like I feel like I got $7 off on my gas. Does that make sense? A lot of people, not a lot, some people use DoorDash, I think, or any kind of gig to, especially when you're traveling, to make a little money. So imagine I could stay out here for an hour and a half or so, maybe 2 hours, I don't know, because I don't know this town, to make the fuel costs I need to get back home. I could totally do that. Now I'm gonna use a little bit of money, a little bit of fuel, but I'm gonna turn that into money to get back home if I needed it. Anyways, I think some people definitely do that, all right? Now, the question is, do we do, when we hit the next state, which I gotta look at the map, do we do another one? I don't know, maybe. Look at this. I haven't seen Mad Dog since I was a kid. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
We're in Tennessee.
Tennessee, some kind of mountains, I don't know. We are in Tennessee. So we make it through Nashville. I wasn't going to stop there, but look at this. We're still in Tennessee. What do you notice about this zone? Long stretch of a zone, 25 miles without any exit or any food. All highway, but it's still a zone. I decided to turn the app on. This is what we get. 26 miles. 26.9, excuse me, for 1075. Why does this order even exist? Why would a Dasher take that order? There's no logical explanation. I got to drive all the way back south to pick up an order. Clearly, either there's no Dashers in that area, or there just isn't a demand, and DoorDash has too many damn zones that don't make any sense. Long zones, long stretches of highway, not a lot of merchants, not a heavily populated city or town. But the DoorDash is on the app for consumers to order food from. How is this order getting delivered? I know there's thousands and thousands of zones like that across America. Are these customers even being serviced? Is the order ever going to hit that person's home? For 26.9 miles one way, it's got to be impossible. I want to hear from y'all. Do you guys work in a zone like that, where these long zones to where the mileage is absolutely crazy? I couldn't take any order in Tennessee because nothing popped up, and when it did, that's what I got. Now, I do think this. If you're a DoorDasher living in a zone like this, where you have a lot of miles, long zones, highway, maybe it doesn't take you a while, but it still takes you a while. It's 25 miles, guys, with nothing. Nothing from that point to the busy point. Long stretch. Wouldn't it be better just to go to a neighboring area? I drove about 45 minutes away into Kentucky, and it was a much better zone, smaller zone, more restaurants. You guys will see that in a moment. Wouldn't it be better just to work in a zone like that than to have to work in a zone like the one that I drove through, and they're sending me 1075 for 26.9? Why do these zones even exist? Will these zones last? How can consumers even be serviced? This zone, right outside of Tennessee into Kentucky, Cadiz, Kentucky, much better. See, smaller zone, easier to navigate, probably more opportunity. DoorDash, you got to get rid of these long zones there's no money to be made there. There cannot be money to be made there. Shout out to Kentucky. We stopped there, got a little gas, check out the horses. You know, in driving, I've been to a lot of states this year, the last couple of years, and I've done dashes now, I think in 12 or 13 different states in the last 2.5 years. Not a lot, but enough to see the differences. I'm lucky to be living in St. Louis and having a market where it's densely populated. How do you guys dash in a small town? I want to hear from y'all. But how can these small towns be sustainable? There's no way that they can. Now, if they grow in the small towns and the bigger towns, possibly. But how many dashers can they sustain in that particular zone? Long zone. How are customers staying happy? From when I got that order, from when it said it should be delivered by, it was over an hour and 20 minutes. So that means when a consumer placed the order on the app, it told them that long? Who would wait that long for tacos? How could I, driving 26.9 miles, how can those tacos and stuff be good? They can't. How long can these DoorDash zones sustain? The sustainability of those kind of zones, they can't be sustainable. DoorDash has got to fix that. Sometimes when you try to do too much and you try to service too many people, you're actually giving, and then you give bad service and the quality's bad, long term you're going to affect your product. That's what I think. And dashing across the lands and trying different things and turning zones on and having nothing go off for an hour at a time and then one pops up, how is that even a zone? How can that be a zone that should be a zone when you have that experience? It should not. It should not. I was going to stop in Kentucky and try one, but let's just go home. We're almost to St. Louis. We're 3 hours out, exactly 3 hours from home. I'm gonna head home with my girls. So what, we failed in Florida. We did one in Georgia. None in Tennessee. We did not do any. We didn't even turn on in Kentucky. I saw that zone I showed you. Didn't turn it on. So we're on the eve of Christmas Eve. I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you're out earning, let me know in the comments how you're doing. Are the earnings up? Are they down? Or are they about flat for you in your zones? I'm ready to be home. I'm ready to have the rest of the weekend with my family. It's been a great week. I hope you guys have had a great week. Some great things planned for you guys coming up. We will be live Christmas Eve. Tomorrow night, we will be live. We missed the last 2 weeks. We're going to do a special live for you guys Christmas Eve tomorrow, 10 Eastern. For anybody that wants to come and hang out and say whatever. I have some topics possibly, but it's more just a place where we can come and hang. I know some people might not have families. We don't have anything planned for tomorrow at nighttime. We have Christmas Day plans. So we will be live Christmas Eve for anybody that wants to come and hang out. And I got something special planned for anybody that arrives into that live stream. I'm tired, you can tell. It's been a long week, but I appreciate y'all.